From the 1st to the 20th of September 2014, nearly 30 students from 5 countries in the world had a visiting trip to Hanoi and surrounding areas. This is the summer school program organized by the Hanoi Foreign Trade University since 2013. The program aims to help international students discover Vietnamese culture and the economic development of the country. Within this year's program, international students participated in different activities in the class, for example, doing presentation on Vietnamese culture, discovering the culture of Vietnam through traditional music and cuisines. Especially, the participants had the chance to take part in Vietnamese language classes for foreigners with practical situations and dynamic games. Through the interesting lessons, young international students have become familiar with the basic Vietnamese words used in daily life. In addition to the classroom activities, foreign students also had the opportunity to visit many attractions, such as the Vietnam Water Puppet Theatre, Hanoi Old Quarter, the village of ethnic minority people in Hòa Bình, and Ha Long Bay, the natural heritage of the world. This is a great opportunity for young people from Vietnam and other countries to become more intertwined, as well as to promote the image of the people and the country of Vietnam to international friends.
Okay, well, I got an email from my university just saying this might be of interest to you, and then it was a document attached with the schedule for the program. So obviously it was of interest to me, and I sent the application. It's been very, very organized. I mean, as I said before I came, we had an agenda of what we were going to do every day, and so far it's pretty much stayed the same. There's been a lot of activities that we've managed to do, and a lot of them I wouldn't have been able to do if I travelled here alone. So they've definitely done a good job of organising it so that we can do so many things in such a short time.
Yes, actually there are a lot of experiences I have, but yeah, the most memorable is a small thing, just people's kindness. Like when I last night I went to Hoang Kem Lake, and I saw a lot of people that that even cannot speak English, but we used body language and other things and communicated with each other. That is the experience that Japanese people can't experience in Japan. So yeah, actually I like such conversations, and yeah, and this will be unforgettable memories.
Yeah. I think puppet show is really funny. I mean, it's not like Japanese traditional thing. Japanese traditional thing is more not so funny, but Vietnamese is like rhythmical and so much music, so it's very funny for me. The most impressive for me is the kindness of Vietnamese people. I didn't expect such a kind, Vietnamese people is such a kind, but lots of friends from Vietnamese people told me, oh, let's go, like that, so I'm very happy to be here.
Hello and welcome to Sharing Vietnam. A group of nearly 30 students from many countries had a 3-week-long trip to Vietnam to explore various aspects, particularly Vietnamese culture. And today we will have a conversation with a student from Switzerland to learn about his feelings and experiences over the past weeks in Vietnam. So good morning, Lawrence. Thank you very much for joining us today. So first of all, Laurent, how do you get to know about this trip and become a member?
Firstly, I wanted to stay for about 6 months here at Hanoi or Vietnam, in Asia country, but unfortunately I wasn't able to make such a long program because of my work back home, and I had a lot to do there as well. And so I had an offering from our university to go just for 3 weeks to here. And so I applied there. Actually, I'm a part-time student. I'm studying economics with a major of banking and finance at the University of Applied Science in Brookvindish, and they have good connections to here, FTU. Yeah.
Among many countries in the world, why do you choose Vietnam to visit?
Firstly, I wanted to stay for 6 months, just to go away from Switzerland to experience a new culture and so on. And I really like to go abroad, and I heard Vietnam is very beautiful, and I never been before in Asia, and so I thought about it. Whoa, yeah, why not Vietnam?
Okay. If you had the opportunity to stay for 6 months in Vietnam, what else would you do?
I think I had a lot to do here in Hanoi to study, yeah, for sure. But I would travel also to Ho Chi Minh, for example. Or I could make some travel to other countries from here. That's no problem.
Okay. So you and your friends had the opportunity to learn Vietnamese in the class. How do you describe this experience?
Oh, it's very crazy. I just can say, for example, Xin Chào, and just a few words. I understand some numbers. We don't want to try now.
Okay, sure.
But it's a very difficult language for me. Yeah. But I really enjoyed the class, because for me it's very important to speak some language, some local language, and to understand just a few words in that language in the country I'm in. It's a very nice area. We have our class, and most important thing, we don't use to learn the language itself and pronunciation and so on, because it's very difficult for us. We also learn something about the culture and how to use the words in traffic, for example.
During the trip, you had the opportunities to learn about Vietnamese cuisine in the class, and also to practice and to enjoy the food. So what was your impression?
In this summer school, it's very nice. We have a lot of practice, and as you said, cuisine as well. We had that Sunday before, and it was so nice. For me, I prefer the spring rolls, and I'm looking forward to try these at home.
One of the main contents of the trip to Vietnam of international students is to discover the craft village. Young people had the opportunity to explore the Vạn Phúc Silk Village, Bát Tràng Pottery Village, and also learned about the overall picture of the craft villages in Vietnam. These international students expressed excitement for the exquisite products of these craft villages.
We visited some, we enjoyed some traditional things, like, as you said, water puppet shows, or like this traditional wares, and actually they are all interesting to me, just because they are completely different.
Oh, I love the outfit today. It's very beautiful. I mean, it's not something that we really have similar in England. So I really like the colors. It's a little bit hot, but it's okay, so I'll get used to it. But I really enjoy it. And the silk products are really beautiful. It's interesting. I saw a silk worm inside the jar, so that was nice to see where it comes from. And they're very good prices also.
Okay.
Vietnam has set the target to export 1.6 billion handicraft products in 2014. Vietnam Ministry of Industry and Trade said the series of orders from Japan, China is shifting to Vietnam. Vietnam Handicraft Exporters Association, or Vietcraft, said the firms in the industry has made a major change in the quality of the products as well as the location on the world map of exporting handicrafts. Creating conditions for international students to visit the villages is expected to further promote the image of handicraft products of Vietnam in the eyes of international friends.
Apart from the Vietnamese language, you also had chances to explore Vietnamese culture through craft villages, melodies and water puppetry. What is the most impressive thing to you?
I really liked Water Puppet Show. There was a nice music, and it's so different to our country. And it was so funny because there was water, and they didn't show how they act, the puppets and so on. And yeah, that's very nice, and it was very interesting, almost the music. I think it's from the countryside, and the play we saw at the Water Puppet Show last week, it's a handle on the countryside, and there was something about the dragon and the unicorn, I think so. And so, yeah, that's what I understood, but it was very difficult to understand the song text.
Vietnam is a diverse country with 54 ethnic communities, and you and your friends visited the Museum of Ethnology in Hanoi. So what do you say about the diversity when you visited the museum?
You have a lot of different cultures here and ethnic groups. I think about 54 different ethnic groups, and it was so interesting because every single group has their own specialities and so on. We saw, for example, in the Museum of Ethnology, houses. They were so different to the others and so on, and yeah, that's very interesting.
So among the diverse cultures of different ethnic communities that you witnessed, what was your favorite memory?
For example, I saw a house, it was so high, it has a roof like that, and they told us it's because the people there were living in forest, and if they were hunting, they had to find a way back. And that's because the roof is so high, and that's so interesting why they built the house so high.
Okay. So after this trip to Vietnam, what is the message that you would like to share with your friends back in Switzerland?
I have a lot to share, almost a lot of pictures.
Okay.
Very nice experience. I met lot of many nice people here. The Vietnamese people, they're very handsome and very nice. All the time. And it was such a good experience to stay here in Hanoi. And so just have to say, come and join us if you're next time here in Hanoi.
Lawrence, thank you very much for joining us today and sharing exciting stories. Well, that is all for our Sharing Vietnam for today. Hopefully, more and more exchange programs will be implemented in the future to promote Vietnamese culture and enhance friendship and understanding between Vietnam and other countries in the world. Thank you for watching, and see you again next time.